everybody? You know who this is. Philly Rob, a.k.a. Roberto Ramirez, and this is another episode of the GSMC Dead Ball Sports Podcast. You know what it is, brought to you by the GSMC Podcast Network. Like I said, my name is Roberto Ramirez, a.k.a. Philly Rob, a.k.a. Papi Chulo. We're going to talk a little bit about basketball today. I'm going to have a little bit of a basketball show today. I want to talk about the Sixers and their new arena. I want to talk about the WNBA playoff preview. You know what I mean? Can't get enough of Caitlin Clark and A'ja Wilson. You know what I mean? So we're going to be talking about that. Hey, guys, please do not forget, show some love. Come here. Come here. Get a little closer. Show some love. Donate. Talk, like, subscribe, share with everybody. You know what I mean? Let them know about this new show, the Dead Ball Sports Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Podcast Network, the good folks there. You know what I mean? We're a really good team, and we're looking forward to your donations. We want to make this show as interactive as possible. You know what I mean? And we want to make sure you stick around. We want to make sure that, you know, you're part of the show because I'm a man of the people. I want to give people what they want. So remember, you know what I mean? Show some support. Whatever you guys can do, tip, donate, whatever you can do. My peoples, man, you know how it is. Anything you want on this show. This show is about you. We love hearing your thoughts, your questions, your opinions as we dive in the latest sports action. Whether you got a burning question, a bold prediction, a hot take, or you just want to shout out your favorite player, don't hold back, man. Drop it in the comments. Your voice adds so much to the conversation, and we're making sure that you're heard. But if you really want to make sure that your message stands out, here's how you can do it. Here's how we guarantee it. It gets on the show. Get on that super chat feature. Click on that $ right here. You know what I mean? To get our attention. And I'll be reading out and replying to your super chats in the next episode after receiving them. Not only does your super chat get a spotlight on the show, but it also helps the show. It keeps this show going strong. Your support means everything to us. And it allows us to keep us going and keep bringing you this good content that you guys love week after week. We're jumping and we're building something special here, and we couldn't do it without you guys. So jump in the conversation, send some of those super chats. Let us know how we're doing. If we're doing good, we're doing bad. Do I suck at this? Am I great at this? Am I too much of a hot take type of guy? Whatever you guys can do, you guys can make this show better. Just you guys, you know what I mean? My audience. And if you rather not use the super chat, you can always go to the GSMCSports.net website to tip, donate, and leave your comment there. I go through every single comment. I want to hear from you guys. We're super grateful to have you guys here with us, and we can't wait what you guys have to say. You know what I mean? So in my first segment today, I want to talk about a little bit about the 76ers, right? The 76ers are having a new arena in downtown Philadelphia, right? And, I know Philadelphia like the back of my hand, you know what I mean, going up there. And, you know, Philly's a special place, man. And you know, I'm not the biggest fan of the owner, Josh Harris. He tried to strong-arm the city, trying to take the team to Camden, New Jersey, which is South Jersey, literally a stone throw across the river, you know what I mean, to New Jersey from Philadelphia. Not bad, but the team belongs in Philly, you know what I mean? I just want to make sure that that's understood. I think the mayor kind of, you know, she got strong-arm and she bought on the fake. You know what I mean? It's all fake. Let's face it. You know what I mean? There'll be riots in the streets if the Sixers, the worst run organization in Philadelphia, only only one Eastern Conference final and one final, and the last one was in 2001 since the new millennium started. So you know, it's just not a good look. You know what I mean? You got one of the best players in the NBA in Joel Embiid, and you still can't make an Eastern Conference final. let alone now the owners, Josh Harris and his group of rich friends, wanted to take the team to Jersey. And I understand the situation. I really do. Let's go into some details here, because the Sixers currently play at the Wells Fargo Arena in South Philadelphia sports complex. There's a reason why all three stadiums are there. You know what I mean? Because the Phillies play there at Citizens Bank Ballpark. The Wells Fargo Arena is there, and the Lincoln Financial Field for where the Eagles play. Downtown Philadelphia is very. It's not like other cities. A lot of people live there, and right now the prices to live in Philadelphia are insane. Philadelphia used to be a very affordable city. It was one of the most affordable cities in the East Coast, and it's been getting gentrified. You can see that in that little strip of Girard and Fishtown. It's looking like Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Like, no one can afford to live there, and they're catering to a certain kind of people with deep pockets. You know what I mean? And that's something that people are trying to avoid. And in downtown Philadelphia, there's this neighborhood called Chinatown. And, people think because that the people that live and are part of that community have been there forever, they think they're rich. They're really not. Not everybody owns the place that they live in. And if this new stadium comes along, capitalism, nothing wrong with capitalism, but people are going to want to make money out of it. They're going to try to up the rent on everybody. In Chinatown, there's been protests since the last month against Mayor Terrell Parker, who made the decision and bend the knee to Josh Harris and his rich friends. I don't think it's a good idea to bring a stadium to a place that is such a pain to get to. And that's my next topic. My next branch of the whole topic is transportation. Philadelphia is still a very car-centric city. SEPTA, which runs the city's transportation system, they're pretty bad. And Philadelphia is a very dangerous city. I mean, it's not on the levels of like New Orleans, Chicago, but it's up there. It's pretty up there. And a lot of the stations are very dangerous, especially at night. And the Sixers mostly play at night. You know what I mean? So you're going to have a lot of people taking public transportation towards downtown, an area where people just live in. Not many businesses thrive there. They tried building a mall with the chosen site for the new 76 Place, the new stadium for the Sixers. That area has been renovated plenty of times. They've done plenty of malls. They try to bring businesses, restaurants. There's only a couple strips in the area that do very well. Chestnut Street, maybe a little bit off Market Street. That's about it. You know what I mean? Everything around downtown is mostly residential. So if you bring in a stadium, the parking situation is going to be a pain. They said there's enough parking. I don't buy that. You know what I mean? Let's say there's an event or you want to hang out downtown. It's still a pain to find parking. I can't imagine for a stadium that's going to sit over, 17,000 people, plus the people that live downtown Philadelphia, Center City area. You have UPenn, the University of Pennsylvania, there as well. That's going to be a mess of a situation. So you're going to have to rely on SEPTA and public transportation to get there. Problem is, SEPTA is so bad. They're never on time. They hire the worst employees. That's a subject for another day, but at least these people have jobs. The transportation situation in Philadelphia is not very good. It's mostly run by buses. Yes, that we have trains that take you right to that area on Market Street where they plan to make the stadium happen. But the trains are terrible. They're super slow. You're going to find a lot of characters there. There's not much security. So a lot of things need to change. And when I say that the owners, so the people that are landlords in the downtown Center City area want to make money out of this. You know what I mean? They're going to start charging more. Gentrification is going to start to happen. A lot of local businesses that have been there forever are going to have to get out because they won't be able to afford rent anymore, let alone the people that live there. So you're going to be displacing a lot of folks. A lot of new people are going to come in, and that Center City area is going to lose its flavor. You know what I mean? You know what's going on with Brooklyn when the Brooklyn Nets moved to that Park Slope area. It's just you can't. No one can afford to live there. You know what I mean? No one. You got to be loaded. You got to make over $500,000 a year just to live in the area, just to afford it. You know what I mean? And Philadelphia is not the economics of the city of Philadelphia. People don't really get paid like that in such high numbers to come over and replace people that are going to be displaced. You know what I mean? There have been plenty of protests going on, like I said, during the last month in Center City. A lot of residents of the Chinatown area, they know what's going to happen. It's just gentrification 101 here. Like that's been, if you look at history, nothing good happens to hardworking people, to the middle class, let alone the poor. Maybe there'll be some jobs coming in, but I don't think that there will be enough jobs to balance the damage that the new stadium is going to bring to the area. You know what I mean? Josh Harris and his group of rich friends are pushing for this, and they strong-arm the city, like I said, trying to move the city. Trying to move the team to Camden, New Jersey, which is not far, but you know what it is. Do you want to deal with the Ben Franklin Bridge, which usually has one lane closed all the time for repairs? Do you want to deal with tolls going over to Jersey? Do you want to, New Jersey doesn't even have cheap gas anymore. That's the one thing they had going for them. You know what I mean? So you go there, it's going to be expensive. It's not going to be cheap. And I think another reason why Terrell Parker, the mayor, wanted to do this is because of property tax. You know what I mean? When people pay higher rent, this new stadium is going to come along. They probably will get a couple tax breaks. You know how it is. They always play nice with the rich folks. And it's going to be more revenue for the city, not more revenue for local businesses. There's not enough evidence that show that when things like this happen, the locals benefit. Really, it's rarely. It's going to be investors coming in, people wanting to turn downtown into something like Brooklyn. I think that's what's going to happen. We have already like a watered down version of that in Fishtown and Philadelphia. So I don't think it's a good idea. We might love the stadium 10 years from now, but there's a lot of things that need to be happening. And another branch in this topic is security. Mental health in Philadelphia is not the best. I mean, we're not New York. It's not really that bad, but it's bad. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people with mental health issues around that area who are beggars and trying to get a little bit of money or food or whatever they can get. You know what I mean? And some of them get treated in that area, so they stick around. What is going to happen with security when there's a big event? You know what I mean? Another branch in this is the owners, getting first dibs. At the schedule, because currently with the 76ers play at the Wells Fargo Arena, the owners are Comcast Net, the big Xfinity company, you know what I mean? They own them. They own the Flyers as well, the Philadelphia Flyers, the hockey team. So they get first dibs on the schedule. The Sixers get whatever else is out there. So some of the scheduling is off, and so I understand them looking for a new stadium. Also, they want Josh Harris wants to make money off concerts and events. That's one of the reasons why he's going for it. Concerts and events are big revenue. Stream of revenue for a lot of these owners. That's why they tried doing this in D.C. and D.C. shut it down quick. So they try to do this in Philadelphia, and it's worked out. It's already been approved. It's going to be bad. It's going to be ugly. Hopefully things level out. Maybe the damage won't be as bad. I don't buy that. I don't think so. I think it's going to be bad for at least 15 years, and then things might settle and get better, and still it's going to be gentrified. People are going to get slammed with high prices. We already have inflation up through the stratosphere, and we're going to add more to that. Jobs are not paying more, but we're going to charge you more because, a couple folks can't afford it. I just wish people would, at least for that first year, won't at least do a little bit of a protest and don't go to the games for a little bit. I know, I get it. I understand that. I love my Sixers. They're, not the biggest Daryl Morey fan here, but, couple new additions. I get it. I don't know if Embiid is going to be there, but that will be the house that Embiid built, basically. The window is getting smaller and smaller. I don't know how the team is going to be looking like, but I know Maxey will be there. Hopefully things turn out okay. That's my hope. You know what I mean? So, hey, don't forget, show some love. Donate, like, subscribe. Get on that super chat. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this. I don't think this is going to be good for a while. This is going to be ugly for at least a decade. I'll say 15 years. You know what I mean? And it's going to be bad. But, hey, whatever. Who am I, right? I'm just a poor folk from Philadelphia. On the next segment, we're going to be talking about WNBA playoffs. So stick around. Don't go. You'll be right back.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown. Get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to segment 2. We want to talk about a little bit about the WNBA and what's going on. But hey, you know what? Don't forget, click like, subscribe, donate, hit us in the super chat. I want to feature you guys in this show. I want to talk about everything that's going on, and what do you guys think? What, you know what I mean? What do you guys want me to talk about? What topics, what subjects? Talk to me. You got a hot take, super chat, leave it on the super chat, tip, donate. You know what I mean? You know what to do. You know what to do, baby. You know what I mean? With that being said, let's get on the WNBA playoff preview. In the East, the Atlanta Dream will face the New York Liberty starting at noon this Sunday. Sabrina Ionescu averaging 18 points per game. I mean, she's one of the best players in the league. Brianna Stewart, my goodness, 20 points per game. Jonquel Jones, 14 points per game, 9 rebounds per game. Impressive. I mean, the New York Liberty they're coming out on a mission. I just don't see Ryan Howard or Allison Gray, who's averaging 15, and Ryan Howard averaging 17 points, being the difference. I think this might be a sweep by the New York Liberty. The next series that we got going on, very interesting series in the East, the Indiana Fever at the Connecticut Sun. And look, I don't want to break it. I hate to break it down like this. I just don't think Caitlin Clark has enough yet. Her and in Boston, Alicia Boston, it's just not going to be enough. Dejonae Carrington and the one of Bonner, they're just a dynamic duo. And look, Dejonae had 12 rebounds in the last game against Chicago Sky. Dejonae is probably the cream of the crop in the league outside of A'ja Wilson. She's probably outside of Caitlin Clark and Sabrina Ionescu. She's right there in the mix, a top 5 player in the East. I just don't see. I really don't see the fever that it might go to the full extent in the series. I just don't see the fever pulling this series. I really don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments. Do you think Caitlin Clark is gonna score enough and it's gonna have enough assists to overcome this insanely good Connecticut team that has the ability to beat the New York Liberty? Because this is a very veteran team. They're well gelled together. They can rebound. They can score. They can do it all. You know what I mean? So, hey, it'd be very interesting to see. Now, in the West, we have the Phoenix Mercury against the Minnesota Lynx. Phoenix is a really good team. They have really good role players, but let's face it, the stars of the team, Brittany Griner, Diana Taurasi, they're older now. They're not spring chickens anymore. You know what I mean? They're still great. They're legends, but I mean, when you're talking about Minnesota with Kayla McBride averaging 15 points per game, and Nafisa Collier, 20 points per game, 9 rebounds, 20 and 9. Those are NBA numbers. That is domination in the paint. I just don't see Phoenix winning this series. I think the Lynx, they're going to go to the Western Conference Final. In the next series in the West, we got the Seattle Storm against the Las Vegas Aces. The Las Vegas are the defending champs. A'ja Wilson, player in the WNBA. That's the reason why she's one of the GOATs. So happy for her that she's finally getting the attention and the endorsements. You know what I mean? For her, she's making it work. You know, that Las Vegas team is very interesting. They added through the draft Kate Martin, who is a dog. She can do it all. She does a lot of dirty work, and they get really good guard play from her coming off the bench. Megan Gustafson, who's an Olympian, who plays in the paint, another player that gets a lot of dirty work done for this team. And Kelsey Plum, she's a superstar in the league. She gets it done offensively. She's amazing. But the Storm are also a problem. Nneka Ogwumike, 16 points per game, 7 rebounds per game. Skylar Diggins-Smith, 15 points per game. Jewel Lloyd, 19 points per game. The Las Vegas Aces are going to have to be on point defensively to stop that offense from the Seattle Storm. That's a really good offensive team. So it's going to be interesting how they do things defensively. What is going to be their plan? You know what I mean? To stop them. I still think the Aces will win the series, but it's going to go the length of the series. I think it's going to come up to a quarter in that very last game. And the Aces, the experienced A'ja Wilson, she's going to put a lot of folks in foul trouble. You know what I mean? The whole series, she's very hard to guard. She's so crafty around the rim and in the perimeter. So, you know, let's see. I want to see. That's the one series that I'm very excited about. That it's basically low key a toss up. I'm just giving the 51% chance to the Aces to win this just because they have the experience and they have the personnel to win this series. So that's going to be a very interesting WNBA playoffs coming up. I'm glad that the Indiana Fever made the playoffs. It's good for the game. Caitlin Clark has been amazing. She has broken the assist record as a rookie. Unbelievable. She's going to dominate the league in 2 years. Maybe next year is the year that she literally becomes MVP. I wouldn't be surprised. She's that good. She's amazing. She commands the floor, and her vision is insane. And then on top of that, she can score from the logo. You know what I mean? This is great. You know what I mean? Women be complaining about, oh, it's like, no, there's no female out there scoring from the logo before she got there. From the logo, she can score. This is great for the game. Don't hate on her. You know what I mean? Appreciate her. Show her love, because she's gonna get everyone paid in that league. This is great for the sport, especially the women's side. This is great overall for the sport. Men, women, whoever, youth. You know what I mean? I went to a WNBA game. In fact, I went to the first game between the Connecticut Sun and the Fever, the Caitlin Clark debut, and it was electric in that building. For a women's basketball game, I couldn't believe it. I was excited. This was fun. It was a lot of fun to watch. But hey, you know what? Please, if you enjoyed this episode, we come to the end. Show some love, man. Let me know what you think. Donate. Let us know. Like, subscribe. Follow us on social media. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We are everywhere, baby. You know what I'm saying? You can follow us on X, Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us everywhere. You know what I mean? Show some love. If you think I did a good job, hey, donate. Show some love. My name is Roberto Ramirez, a.k.a. Philly Rob. Hey, this is a national show. This is not just about Philadelphia. We talk about everything. This is a national show. I want to hear from you guys in the West Coast, everybody down south, in the Midwest, and in the East. You know what I mean? So, hey, till the next episode on Monday, my name is Roberto Ramirez. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in to the GSMC Dead Ball Sports Podcast, powered by the GSMC Podcast Network. You know what I mean? I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great week and enjoy. There's a lot of sports going on.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to